I've recently been zapped with an abnormal amount of energy in my second trimester, and on this specific day, I decided to clean up the mess in my office that's pretty much been here since we moved in. Someone on my Instagram said that this is nesting at its finest, and I couldn't agree more. It's so crazy how our hormones and instincts have such a strong control over our actions during primal moments like pregnancy. Sometimes I feel like I'm just a robot being controlled by my primal instincts these days. It's really hard to explain, but the mamas watching this right now might know exactly what I'm talking about. At the same time, pregnancy has been a tremendously miraculous experience. It's the first time in my life that I've seen God's intentional design at work in my own body at such an alarming rate. Without my conscious participation, my body just knows what to do to build this little girl. Let me quickly share some of the changes that happen that will blow your mind. During my first trimester, the sudden boost in the pregnancy hormone progesterone acted like a natural antidepressant for me. It enhanced my mood, relieved anxiety, and stimulated the feel-good neurotransmitters in my brain. So despite being riddled with fatigue, I was feeling so happy, cozy, and in love with this new season of my life. Then, as my body expanded to support my growing baby, the gray matter in my brain also shrunk to get me to focus more on practical and primal tasks, such as nesting and preparing our home for our baby. After childbirth, studies also show that some of the fetal cells can act like stem cells years later, repairing damage to my body at a faster rate than my cells can normally heal. Just like how I'm rearranging the different tools and resources in my office to boost my productivity, God is reassigning purpose to every cell in my body so that my daughter can be knit together in my womb according to His design. If you haven't felt very valuable lately, just know that more than 1 trillion things have to go right for you to be here at this very moment. You are not here by accident. God brought you here because you are infinitely valuable to Him. Now that I'm done cleaning up the mess in my office, I'm putting together my pregnancy cart. These are some of the prenatal vitamins, omega-3 supplements, and natural melatonin that I've been taking to make sure that my body gets all of the nutrients it needs during this nutrient-depleting time. When it comes to nutrient needs during pregnancy, it's important that the products you're taking are clean and safe for your baby. That's why I love Ritual's prenatal multivitamins, who's a sponsor of this portion of the video. It's actually the very first prenatal multivitamin that's made traceable, which means that it's packed with clinically studied key ingredients that help boost essential nutrient levels crucial for a healthy pregnancy. This is the only prenatal I can stomach because I only have to take 2 capsules a day with or without food, and it's essenced with lemon or mint, so I don't get any of that nasty fish oil aftertaste that I get with other prenatals. Ritual was created when Kat, its founder, couldn't find a prenatal she could trust during her first pregnancy, so she built her own. I love that they publicly share their sources, suppliers, and studies behind their key ingredients so you can have peace of mind knowing what you're putting into your body. Check my video description to get 25% off your first order. And if you don't like Ritual within the first 30 days, your first order is on them. Now, let me give you a tour of my Notion. This is how I keep my business and personal life organized. It's not perfect, but it does the trick. I just used a template from the Notion website and made the graphics with Canva. On my business homepage, I just have my content calendar and master task list for today and tomorrow, as well as the different projects that I'm tracking. For example, in my meditation app idea, I'm dividing it into notes, resources, and the overall breakdown. Next is my Idea Hub, which starts with my ultimate mission of creating a healing online oasis for as many people to get to know God as possible through the arts. I also analyze my short form and long form content and brainstorm all of the ideas for my future videos. Next are my reel scripts, and these are simply the scripts behind my short form content. I script them all out before I record my voiceover for the videos. Next is my 2024 content calendar, and yes, I plan my content at least a year in advance. I break it down into the posting date, content title, type of content, posting status, content performance, and the sponsor if I have any. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Next is my master task list, where I break down my daily tasks and organize them into weeks. I just tag them according to the type of task and the status. That's all for my business hub. Next is my personal hub, where I organize my life according to the sections you see here on the left: pregnancy, motherhood, homeschooling, self-care, marriage, and spirituality. It's not quite finished yet, but I'm taking my time on it. First off, let's go to my pregnancy section. This is where I planned my baby moon destination and itinerary, as well as my pregnancy checklist, a log of my first symptoms, an extensive list of what to buy for each trimester, and the hospital bags for me, my husband, and baby. Next, we have my motherhood dashboard, which is divided into birth, motherhood, and homemaking. My birth plan hasn't been uploaded onto the portal yet, but here are some of the classes I want to take before baby's here. Under motherhood, I kind of built out my infant development charts, but still have a lot to do. The focus categories are cognitive and language, motor and sensory, nutrition and sleep, and social and emotional. The only one that's completed is nutrition and sleep, which includes the month-by-month sleep and feeding patterns for the child's first year of life, as well as a monthly goal tracker. Besides that, I also have a template for first-year goals and a habit tracker, which I might not use. Next under motherhood is a weekly routine template that I roughly put together for the first couple of years of the child's life. Of course, this is all subject to change, but I like having a rough idea of what my life would look like so I can better steward my time. Then, under homemaking, we have a list of templates that I have yet to customize, including family goals, a meal calendar, a family calendar, a homesteading dashboard, and a smart home dashboard. These are all just templates I got from the Notion platform. Finally, the last section that I built out is for homeschooling. This is just a rough template that has not been customized, so take it with a grain of salt. The only thing that has been customized is the step-by-step page, which is an 18-year curriculum that I researched and put together in case we really choose to homeschool. If my child is passionate about academics, then I also have a rough to-do list to help them in their academic career, called the Ivy Track. Of course, they can also choose to be a homesteader or whatever they want, but I'd like to give them options. The rest of this list are just templates, such as the 2 to 3 curriculum, field trip schedule, assignments and projects, observations, and books and supplies. But that is all. I hope you enjoyed my Notion tour. It might be a bit more extensive than the other tours you've probably seen, but I have a lot of ideas, so I need my life to be organized or else I won't be as effective. Before the video ends, I'm just gonna do one more DIY with the nature books that I found at my local thrift store. I have an awkward empty space in my office, so I'm gonna fill it with a gallery wall made from these thrifted pages. If you were inspired to clean, organize, or just take action on an outstanding project after watching this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to my page for more. I'll leave the link to all of my office supplies and decor in my video description, so head there after this video for all of the goodies. I'll see you again soon.